Hi guys, welcome to another module, and in this module we'll talk about A to Z of consulting and how does modern consulting works. Consulting has been evolved from years and years and years and years, and right now what we are sitting is called as modern consulting. All the mastermind members call me one thing, which is father of modern consulting. And what we're going to understand is what is this modern consulting and how is it going to help us. Now, what we'll cover in this video is A to Z of consulting. I'll make you understand what is consulting, who is a consultant and everything, so that you are super clear on why do I name coach, consultant, trainer, everything like the same at the end. So this is what we'll cover. We'll cover definition, am I a consultant, types of consultant, stages of consultant, becoming the best consultant, first principles, and the process of consulting, everything in detail. Now, the first definition of consulting is defined as the practice of providing a third party with expertise on a matter in exchange of fee. So I want you to notice two words over here, right? What is that? Expertise on a matter, right? On a matter, which is domain knowledge. Can we say that, right? This would be something called as domain knowledge, right? Domain knowledge in exchange for a fee, in exchange for a fee, exchange for a fee, which is for money or for barter, whatever you want, but in exchange of money. The service may involve either advisory or implementation service. What does that mean? This simply means is that it does not only mean that you provide coaching, advices, or consulting in terms of like words like consulting, but it also means you help them with implementation of the services. For the consultant, taking an independent and unbiased stance on an issue is central to his role. That means a consultant cannot feel loved and a consultant cannot feel hated, because the role of the consultant is to take an independent and unbiased stance. That means if there is a business which is in a problem, a consultant would never look at the business owner from the point of love and would never look at the business owner from the point of hate. He would always take a neutral stance and solve the problem that he's been given. That's the role of a consultant. Now tell me one thing, if this is the definition, then an agency owner is a consultant. Am I a consultant? Are you a consultant? Is a coach a consultant? Is a freelancer a consultant? Let's understand that in deep. So the question is, am I a consultant? And my answer is yes. And who else is a consultant? The answer is everyone. Every single person is a consultant who's helping someone get a result. That means they're providing advice or implementation service in exchange for a fee. They're consulting in exchange of a fee, and consulting comes in two categories as per the definition, which is expertise, or the second category, which is implementation services. So these are the 2 points that we need to understand. Now, anyone who provides any advices would come into the following category: coach, consultant, trainer, author, public speaker, blah, blah, blah. You understood my point. And the second would be anyone who provides implementation services. That means they do the work for the person, implementation service. Then anybody who is a freelancer, agency owner, service provider, anyone would come in this category, blah, blah, blah. So the answer is, anyone of you who's sitting in this ISEX right now, you are a consultant. You are maybe an advice consultant or an implementation service consultant, but you are a consultant at the end. This is what I want you to make you understand. Now, there are 3 types of consultant, and you can choose which type of consultant you are. There's a done for you consultant, there's a do it together consultant, and there's a do it yourself consultant. A done for you consultant, right? DFY, which is called as done for you. A done for you consultant is a consultant who gets the work done or provides the highest level of implementation service to get that work done. Done for you. Yani ki the work is done by us and you don't take any part. So this is basically where you do the 80% of work and client does the 20% of the work. Then the second part is called as do it together, right? Do it together, which is you and the client both do the work simultaneously. So for example, if I was in a equity, like a percentage or a equity consulting with you, then this would be do it together. That means I would do some work and come with the homework, and you would do some work and come with the homework. This is called as a 50-50 work. Right? Let me give you an example. For example, let's say we want to launch a course. I say that the webinar and the ads I would make and the offer and the email sequence you will make. That's a do it together deal, right? So I will be paid something, and that would be not so much compared to a done for you, but I would be paid really good, right? So a done for you is like $triple, like the most you can charge. Do it together is like $double, and do it yourself is like $1, right? But this is most scalable. So this is like 3 arrows, most scalable. This is kind of scalable, and this is very less scalable, right? So you need to keep that in mind. So you need to play with them, right? Here and there. And lastly is do it yourself, right? Do it yourself. What is do it yourself? Do it yourself is I will tell what to do, you do, right? I will tell, you will do. As simple as that. This is 20-80, where 20% of work consultant does, 80% of work the client does. So in our case, ICE-X, what is ICE-X? ICE-X is right now a do it yourself thing, where I will tell what to do and you need to do the work. That's why I only charge ₹1,00,000. This was do it together. If it was done for you, then I would have charged much more. Like we don't do done for you anymore. We do done for you for 1 or 2 services, not more than that. So it's like completely gone. But do it together, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, which I charge like 40 lakhs a year, right? So you see the difference, 1 lakh, 40 lakh, like there's a big difference, right? So because dollar sign changes, but we can't take more people over here. Here 62 people are part of, here 2200 people have been part of. You see the difference in scale also, right? So that is what matters at the end. So that's what you need to look for yourself. So now the question is, what should I do, Himanshu? Should I do done for you? Should I do it together? Or should I do it yourself? Do it yourself best example can be a course. Do it together best example can be a live group coaching kind of thing, live coaching kind of a thing, right? And done for you can be like an agency or a freelancer kind of a thing. That's the best example of the other. What should I do? Well, the answer is you might be doing one of them at the start, right? So if you are already doing something, that's very nice. So choose to that. If you're not doing anything, then I would say start with done for you, because that's the easiest to sell, right? This is the easiest to sell. And the reason it is easiest to sell is because you can scale this not so hard, but you can sell this very hard because you are doing the work and not the client. So you can charge good amount, sell it easily, and since it is not scalable, you don't need a lot of clients. You need like 2 or 3 clients to start making your income, like good income, right? Good profits. And for that, you done for you is okay for you. But let's say you're already doing do it yourself, then the good news is no matter where you start with this, you start with this, or you start with this, we are going to make all of you a part of all 3. Because the secret is not one of them, the secret is all of them. There are stages of consultant. The first level of consultant is called as a standard consultant. What is standard consultant? You pay me X rupees, I will do Y for you. So you pay me 25,000, I'll make you a landing page. You pay me 20,000, I'll run your ads. You pay me 5,000, I'll make you graphics. You pay me X, I'll pay you Y. This is your standard consultant. Your 80% of Janta is this and never comes above this. The second type of people are retainers. The second level of consultant is retainers. These are consultants who work with less people but have retainers. So they say, I want rupees X per month, and for that I will do Y for you. So here is example of backing closes. For example, this is a standard consulting I'm doing for you, ICE-X. You pay me X rupees, I give you ICE-X. Then let's say you scale, you want backend closes now. So you pay me rupees, let's say 1 lakh per month, and we provide closing services to you. And then comes equity consulting. It's like, Himanshu, you own, let's say 8% of my business now, and now you are my equity consultant. That means it's your role. You have skin in the game. You are my business partner to grow my business. I do a lot of things for these people as well, right? Where people have got big scales, 1 crore, 2 crore a month, and then I become their equity consultant where I tell them what to do, what not to do, right? So standard, retainer, equity. You will also start with retainer, where you cannot start with this, by the way. If you're like, no, I'll charge this, nobody would pay you, because this is where you create the highest leverage. Imagine this, 1 crore per month. Let's say there's a business that's doing 10 lakhs per month profit, 1 crore per month revenue, 10 lakhs per month profit. I'll tell you the game in this. If I get 8% of this business, that is 80K per month, technically. If I can get just 100 clients a year, I only serve 100 clients a year. You know how much is that? 80 lakhs a year profit, because I just need to have a Zoom account. I'm just consulting. I'm not doing anything. See the power in this? 80 lakhs a year. Sorry, 80 lakhs a month. I'm really sorry. 80 lakhs a month is sorted for life, because these clients would keep on paying me. Profit. I just need to pay a tax on that. I'm good to go. So this would come later in your stage. You start with this. I spent my first 2 years on this. Then I spent 1.5 years on this. And then recently I did this, which is 6 months ago, and this is going good. Now, once this is done, you need to come to the next part, which is becoming the best. Now, if you have the question, Himanshu, how do I escalate as a consultant step by step to multiple levels? Then there's a something model which I call as a 3HIS model. Let me show you what is that. This is your 3HIS model. You need 3HIS. What is HIS? It is 3 high income things. So high income surroundings, high income skills, and high income systems. What? You need 3 things. I'll repeat that again. You need high income skills, you need high income surroundings, and you need high income systems. As simple as that, right? Let's start with high income skills. 3HIS, right? This is 3HIS model. High income, S for skill, S for surrounding, S for system, and 3 is for 3 things total, right? Now high income skills. Here you have 3 C's. C, C, C. So C1, C2, C3. Remember, you need 3 good skills to become a good consultant. Now again, a consultant can divide into 3 categories. I told you, if you do it yourself, you become a coach or a trainer. If you do it together, you become a consultant or a group coaching person, right? You become an entrepreneur over here where you sell courses. Here you become a consultant or a coach, or third level, you become an agency owner or a freelancer. As simple as that, right? Now, whatever consultant you are, the first part of that is you need to learn some skills, and these are the 3 high income skills. First, copywriting. Second, which is my favorite, is called as closing. So copywriting done, closing done. Third is communication. That means the way you communicate. One of the major reasons that you have connected with me and you have bought this because of the communication I have. I can speak fast, I can speak slow, I can talk to you in a better way, I can explain you things. That is communication. Communication, if you want to understand deeper, man, it is basically making them understand you, making them understand. Now, understand can be you, understand can be your brand, understand can be your services, understand can be your expertise, it can be anything. But communication, the art of making them understand something is called as communication. If you understand that, then you would be able to, scale to multiple heights that you can't even imagine, because you are a person who can communicate well, right? And you can, now let's come to systems. You need 3 systems, and you need to be good at 3 systems, making again and again and again and again and again and again. First, a capturing system, a way to capture leads, a way to capture sales, a way to capture attention. Multiple capturing systems. You need to be good at making capturing systems. Systems that can capture leads, sales, attention, people, hook, multiple things. You need to be good at those systems. To become good at the systems, there's only one way. It's called as practice, right? I'll just write one thing over here, which is Kaizen. Kaizen is a term which simply means become 1% better every day. If you just become 1% better at each of these things, in 1 year, you are killer. I'm telling you, you're capturing system, right? Capturing system, which simply means that you need to be able to capture multiple things for yourself, depending on whom do you want to capture for, right? So that's the first system you need to be good at to making. Second system you need to be good at is conveying systems. You need to be good at conveying your message, conveying your products, conveying your services, conveying your ideas. You need to be good at those, and you need to make systems for those on how you can convey multiple things for yours. Later, I'll show you examples of each one of them. Do not worry. For example, capturing system can be a landing page. Capturing system can be a ad, right? A ad is also a system, right? Conveying system can be a course, right? It can be a LMS. It can be something else, right? So I'll give you multiple examples at multiple points, but right now just understand this thing. And the third is a continuing system on how you can continue your clients, on how you can continue your ads, on how you can continuously spend more, on how continuously you can grow your team. So all these are also systems, and with time you'll also understand them, right? But for that you need to understand that right now you're understanding the concept, later you'll start using it. Number 3 is surrounding. Now there are 3 types of surrounding you want. The first is coaches, the second is companions, the third is coaches, right? Coaches are people who are above you. Companions are people who are equal to you. Coaches are people who are below you. Coaches, that means people who are above you. These are the people whom you learn from, right? So for example, if you are over here, the first kind of person you need is basically a master, right? Or basically the coach that you want, right? The coach who tells you, hey bro, come over here, and you want to get to that person. That is the person above you. Now above you, I don't mean like in human ways. Above means can be in skill, can be in money, can be in business, whatever. So you take a person who's above you and you make them as your coach, and you be like, I am following this person to get to that person. Number 2, companions, right? Companions. These are the person who are equal to your space, right? They're not above you, they are equal to your space, and they are basically your friends, your colleagues, your team members maybe. By the way, some team members are over here also. In long term, you need them, right? Some team members are at this level, some team members are at below level, right? Team members, competitors, then your collaborators, then your joint ventures, all these people. And then third are people who are below you, which are your coaches. These are people who want to get to your level, right? These are people who want to get to your level. For example, these people would have some coaches, would have some companions, would have some coaches. Then these people over here obviously would have some companions and have some coaches, right? So it's a chain that keeps on happening. And the longer the chain, the better it is, because the more the wisdom spreads, as simple as that. And these are the people whom you train, whom you tell what to do, so that they can come to your level with time and become your companions, right? Your role is to get your coaches to your companion level so that you can go to next level, because if they become companion, they have grown. If they have grown, they will support you to go to next level so that they can also grow next level. So this is basically your 3 HIs model, and that is what you understand from this, and you need to keep on following this so that you become 1% better every single day and you beat everyone. Now we need to understand something called as first principles, because I've made you understand consulting and a consultant, but to get that into deeper understanding of yours, I need to make you understand something called as first principles, so that you can understand what is consulting on the seed level, what is consulting on first principles. What is first principles? This is what first principles is. So I'll make you understand consulting on the level of first principles so that you understand it in detail. Now, what is the process of consulting? The process of consulting is filling the gap. So if you're taking notes, process of consulting equals to filling the gap. The better you understand this simple thing, which is the gap and filling the gap, right? This particular part, filling the gap, the better you will understand marketing, the better you understand sales, the better you'll understand HR, the better you'll understand every other pillar of your business. The better you understand the gap you are solving, right? The better you understand the gap you are solving, the better it is for your business in the long term, right? I totally understand this problem I'm solving. The better you understand the gap you are solving, business. As simple as that, right? So understand what problem you're solving, what gap you're solving. And if you don't know that, no problem, nobody knows on the first day, but you will know with time. So you need to be very good at filling the gap that you are and finding the gap that you want to solve. Because if you become good at it, you'll become automatically good at marketing, sales, HR, every other pillar, management, R&D, anything that you can think, you'll become good at, because that's what the process of consulting depends on. Now, this is what the process of consulting looks like. There's something called as a current situation and there's something called as a desired situation. You must know this model by now, by heart. Current situation, basically where are they right now in this moment of time? That's your current situation. Now the current situation can be in health, can be in wealth, can be in relationships, can be anywhere in the world, where they want to reach. If these two things are clear in your head, it would be very easy to sell someone anything, because you exactly know where they are and exactly know where they want to go. And that's why you can fill the gap so that they can reach over there as soon as possible. Now, what you're filling for them is something called as a gap, right? What you are filling for them is something called as a gap. And this gap is what makes you money, right? So a gap is something. Now, if you want to charge more and if you want to make more money, there are increase the gap. To increase the gap, either you can push this down, either you can push this up, either you can stretch this by destroying the bridge that they have in their head. So everyone has a bridge to go from here to here. Destroy this bridge. So if they are not ready to move away from this, they are not ready to move away from this, then their plan is perfect. The only thing that you can play is time. That means if they say they'll take 6 months, you tell them they'll take 6 days and they would pay you more money. As simple as that. So these are like 4 ways where you can play with this gap to make more money for yourself. Now, to make that very, very clear through a diagram, this is the diagram. Your prospects are here on this land and this is your current land. This current land is also in other languages called as a current situation. So these are all the people who want help from you, right? These are your prospects, and all these prospects are on current land, which is the current situation. Now over here, what they all are looking for is a magical island. Everyone in their mind has a magical island where if they go, they'll become very, very happy in their life and they know about it. So if they want to become very happy, they want to reach this magical island, which is their desired situation. This magical island and this current island has a gap in between. And this gap is something that you solve with your boat, or your boat is your product, or your boat is your service, or your boat is your solution that you're trying to provide them. And this thing will take them there to there. Now, this boat is something that you are building for yourself. This boat has 3 characteristics which makes it the most selling one, because there are more boats just like you over here that have different USPs standing over here telling other people to, hey, come over here, I will help you go over there. If you want to compete with your boat, you play on 3 simple metrics. The number 1 is basically speed. The number 2 is convenience. And let me explain first. Speed, that means how fast you'll go over there. For example, this boat is saying I'll reach there in 6 minutes. You are saying I'll take 6 months or 6 weeks. They will choose this one because it's 6 minutes, right? So they'll choose this. No, not allowed. Second, convenience. They say I'll go in 6 minutes, but it would be hell of a ride. You'll get wet and you may get but again, depends from customer to customer, right? What they want. So you need to just play on speed. You should be lowest in speed, you should be highest in convenience, and you should be profitable in price. Let me repeat again. You should not be lowest or not the highest, you should be profitable. It should depend on you, the price, not on the market and the competition. I still play, you should be highest in the price because that anchors something. I believe that in my industry, I'm the anchor. So if I sell something for 40 lakhs, now other people can charge 10 lakh rupees. Because if I also charge 10 lakh, then I'm like same. But if I charge 40 lakhs, they're like, oh, now I become the inspiration for everyone else, because it's like, I need to get over here, bro. This is super crazy, right? So that's how this whole thing works. And that's how you become the best consultant. So now you know types of consultant, how to become the best, and what you are doing on the basics and the literally basics of consulting. This is what you're doing every single day as an agency owner, freelancer, coach, consultant, trainer, public speaker, author, whatever you are. So that's how this whole thing works. And I hope you learned a lot of this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. If this video hit different, press on the subscribe button, share this with a friend who needs to hear this, like the video, comment what was your favorite part, and I'll see you in the next one.